If you fucking this nigga, just tell him stop spewing the business. If Pharaoh thought you was fucking the help, that could really ruin your image. We're talking Rock and Michelle, Pap and Rim. Yeah, that's us. Y'all the poster child symbol for black love. When did they think that y'all marriages still have to go through them stages? Every interview, he showed admiration and tell the world how he think this woman the greatest. They held you down in prison for 6 years.
Now we gotta address the elephant in the room. Like Geechee went crazy. You know, the whole, can we even talk about the whole Easy to Papoose now that he don't talk as much as they talk on the stage?
Oh, Geechee?
Yes.
His service, the blogs, so people much.
The blog, okay.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Okay. But he was, I don't know if you, how comfortable or uncomfortable you were with him standing there just saying all of this to you.
Listen, it's battle rap. I knew when I got in here, like I done been to 1,000 battles, seen the battle of turns, say something to bleed, say something to smack, like so I'm used to it. It's like, it's to be expected. It's not the first time somebody said my name in one of the rounds, but
right.
Remember when Remy Ma was still defending herself on Instagram for cheating on Papoose, while everyone in her family chastised her for abandoning her devoted spouse? The romance with Easy to Block Captain was the final straw for Papoose. Though it took a while, Papoose recovered from his heartbreak and has now moved on to another woman, with whom he seems much happier. Remy Ma, on the other hand, has reportedly been pretending to be happy with her new lover, while secretly stalking Papoose's new girlfriend using fake Instagram accounts and threatening her to stay away from her man. Papoose has had enough of the drama. He tries to remain silent for the sake of their children and family, but Remy Ma keeps provoking him. Perhaps Remy Ma expected that her marriage to Papoose would mirror the chaotic relationship that Kirk Frost and Rashida have, where she could do whatever she wanted and return home to a faithful man. However, despite how dedicated Papoose was to her, he's not interested in that kind of lifestyle. He's moved on, and now he's had enough of the nonsense. Remy Ma needs to accept that things have changed.
Cheated on nobody, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
I said she never cheated on nobody, that nobody would be Papoose.
Cheated on nobody, so I don't know what y'all talking about.
Who nobody has seen her with in like 1.5 years. So people don't believe her. Something happened. But Papoose, as we all know, is a real man, so he wouldn't be the type to come out and be like, yes, you did, unlike EEG. But she sounded defensive, which is never a good way to sound. So either the comments really got to her, or it's true.
It's really terrible how Remy Ma didn't realize how much she had taken their connection for granted until Papoose was more than ready to leave the situation. Word on the street is that Pap is quite happy now. He never imagined himself with anyone other than Remy, but now that he's free of her, things are looking up. Meanwhile, Remy isn't taking it well. It seems that the Temu version of Pap is no longer doing it for her. The small battle rapper she was fooling with bad news doesn't seem to have the time or energy to hold her down in the same way that Pap did. It's clear that Pap was her rock, and now that he's moved on, she's struggling to fill that void.
You know, the conversation that she spoke about when I said, I'll marry you, it was like a bad time because she was basically on trial. And that particular day, she was very upset. And she was saying things like, you know, nobody's going to be there for me. Nobody's going to support me. I'm going to lose the case. And I was trying to assure her, like, yo, you're going to win the case. You're not going to blow trial. I didn't think she was going to lose the case because the stories were so inconsistent. And the case to me was both the case. And she just kept shooting me down. So I was like, I'll marry you. And she flipped on me. And honestly, I don't think it was the reason for her flipping on me was what she said. The reason why I think she flipped on me was because I took it like, and I felt like she's been lied to in the past, and men have such a bad reputation for not keeping their word, for not being loyal, for not being there for no one when they're going through hard times, and just not being faithful or loyal to their lady. And I felt like she looked at it like, you're full of shit. Like, you're not going to marry me. You're not going to be there for me. And that's why she lashed out. That was the only rational reason I could think in my head. Like, why did I just get flipped on for damn near proposing? You know what I mean?
Now that her son has been charged with first-degree murder, the chances of him going to prison are extremely high. According to sources, Remy is starting to miss Papoose's support and commitment. With her son heading to court to plead for his freedom, it seems she has no one on her side. She thought she'd be fine without Pap, but seeing him love another woman as much as he loved her is rubbing her the wrong way. Word on the street is that she has begun stalking Pap's new girlfriend, contacting her using fake accounts and bragging about how she enjoys fighting and boxing because Pap's new girl is a boxer.
I really be feeling like every now and then somebody needs to get the... What you talking about? Not Terrence talking about they still beefing. Yes, they ain't fight yet. They gotta fight. Like, people like, oh, fighting is beneath me, da-da-da-da-da. Like, no, it's not. What are you talking about? It handles a lot of problems. I don't care. I don't care. If you know you little, don't with people. That's bigger than you. Like, what you talking about? I don't have no sympathy for you. Oh, well, you knew you was little and you knew she was big when you was talking shit. That's what just happened.
To be honest, it appears that Remy Ma is attempting to rally support for the woman in the corner and get her to respond to what she has been saying about her. And the only reason, or one of the reasons, that it hasn't gone any farther is that Papoose is preserving the peace. He and Remy have a little daughter together, and he doesn't want her to grow up and watch her parents fighting in front of the entire world. But Remy Ma continues to behave insane. How do you get to cheat on the man who held you down while you were in prison with a poorly made lookalike of him, take no responsibility, and expect him to be there for you? Child, make it make sense. Papoose finally draws the line. Remy Ma wants to preserve his new connection, but people are losing patience with him. Remy Ma has a lot of arrogance to believe that Papoose would be stupid enough not to go on with his life without her. She abandoned Papoose for another man. She's upset because Papoose moved on and found better. Remy is trashy, classless, macho, and selfish. Remy never deserved Pap. So, she believed he would stay single. I am thrilled for him, and I hope his new love treats him well. But I'd like to know what you guys think about this situation. Will Remy ever realize that Papoose isn't coming back? Or will she continue to act out and try to get a rise out of Pap's new girlfriend? Tell me how you feel in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you in the future video. Bye, baddies!